2020 is a weird year for the rest of the world, including Huawei. But despite the effects of the global coronavirus pandemic and the heightened pressure because of the US-China situation, Huawei remained focused with their goal of providing the best possible products to help improve the lives of their customers. The fruit of its labor is its latest flagship line of the year, the Huawei Mate 40 series. In China, this line is selling like hotcakes, probably due to its new generation 5nm chipset, highly advanced features, top-rated cameras, and other attractive offers. One of those devices is the Huawei Mate 40 Pro. And just a few days ago, Huawei Philippines sent us a loaner unit of this device for unboxing and review. What does that mean? This handset will definitely go official in the Philippines very soon. So hi, this is Peter of GIZGUIDEPH and this is our Huawei Mate 40 Pro unboxing and first impressions. Let's begin! The Huawei Mate 40 Pro arrived with a similar box coming from the Mate 30 Pro last year, except that there's a ring highlight akin to the camera module of the phone. Huawei said that it used materials from green packaging that reduce hazardous materials and save a lot of trees. Upon unboxing, the first thing that we saw is the unit itself. And as you can see here, it has the Leica branding that is very evident at the back of the handset, and we'll talk more about that later. And then this is the unit now. And then I noticed that unlike the previous Huawei Mate series smartphones, it now has this plastic cover to protect the handset from unwanted scratches and damages in the front, and that is a nice thing to have. Next is you will see another box, and that box you will find the SIM ejector pin attached first, and we'll just remove it. Here it is. This one is used to open the SIM card tray of the phone. And then we will find another plastic, and that plastic sleeve will contain or contains this. This is the TPU clear case, and this is a nice to have addition to protect the phone from unwanted damages. And then I will find this. This is the USB-A to USB Type-C cable, or USB-C. And one thing that I noticed here is it now has this orange accents on both the USB-A port and the USB Type-C port. Previously it was purple. And then we have another Type-C device here, and this Type-C device is an earphones with microphones. It is a semi-in-ear design with a left and right marking, and look at this. It has this microphone here for calls, volume up and volume down keys, as well as the multifunction power key to answer or drop the calls. And then this is the most impressive and most interesting thing inside the package of this handset for me, the Huawei SuperCharger. This charger is a 66 watts charger. There are other brands that are not including chargers in the box, but Huawei, being as generous as they can, they included this 66 watt supercharger. And I believe that this is the fastest charger that you will find out of the box from Huawei yet. We just noticed that there's no paper documents included in the package, suggesting that this is not yet the official retail packaging of the handset. But that's okay, most likely the retail package of this device will be available for those who will buy this. And that's it, that's everything that's inside the box of the Huawei Mate 40 Pro. The Mate 30 Pro last year has a stellar craftsmanship. The Mate this year, for me, is even better. While it has a similar glass back build, it now has curvier curves for a more comfortable hold. The frame is still metal, so rest assured that it is sturdy and won't bend that easily. In the front, it has a waterfall-like curved glass with 88-degree curvature to give that edge-to-edge display experience. There's no mention of Gorilla Glass protection, but likely similar to the P40 Pro, it has its own protection against drop and unwanted scratches. In case you're wondering, it has the usual red rubber ring found on its SIM card tray slot, and it has IP68 of rating for water and dust resistance. Currently, IP68 is the highest you will find on modern high-end smartphones. Mate 40 Pro comes in two colors, Mystic Silver and Mystic Black. Obviously, the unit that I have is the Mystic Black version with a high gloss and reflective finish. Due to its high gloss design, It could be even used as a mirror in case you want to take selfies taken by its back cameras. Some would want this elegant look, but my personal pick would probably the matte-like frosted finish of the Mystic Silver variant, as it is less prone to fingerprint smudges. The Mystic Silver version also reflects an array of ever-changing colors that I like. At the back, this is not the first time that Huawei is using a circular island to house its camera configuration. The Mate 30 Pro last year did it first, but this year, the island is larger for its triple camera setup. Yes, it only has triple cameras even if there's a fourth circle that looks like a camera module. It is for the laser sensor for a more accurate and faster focus. On the top of the camera hump is the dual tone LED flash. The flash is noticeably smaller than the flash of the Mate 30 Pro though. What's new in the camera hump is the inclusion of the back microphone for audio zooming, similar to the P40 Pro. The major upgrade in design is in the front. It retained the steep horizon curve display found on the Mate 30 Pro, but the notch is gone. Instead, it uses a pill-shaped punch hole to house the front camera while retaining all of the sensors for 3D sensing and air gestures. P40 Pro also achieved this feat, but the Mate 40 Pro did it in an even more impressive manner as it is slimmer and smaller. Because of this, Huawei increases screen-to-body ratio to 94.1%. That is very high and impressive. And because of that, it has super slim bezels even on the chin and the top part of the phone. On top, you will see the first speaker, followed by a single microphone and the IR blaster for remote control. Below, you will find another speaker grill, and they said that there is a microphone somewhere here. And it also has this USB Type-C port as well as the one that I showed you earlier, the slot for the SIM card tray. And at left, there's nothing at left. At right, you will find that it has the volume up and down keys as well as the colored power key. Yes guys, the volume up and down keys are now back. But Huawei has a special treat to its users. The company retained its side controls, the side touch controls, so you can still control the volume up and down by just double tapping the sides of the device. And like what you saw earlier, it has this always on display, and it has this in-display fingerprint scanner here that works instantaneously. And because of all the sensors found in its pill-shaped cutout, it has an accurate and super fast type of face unlocking technology as well. And if you can notice here, it has an ear speaker on the top side of the device. It means that the ear speaker is back, unlike the previous Huawei Mate phones that has an in-display speaker found on this area. The Mate this year is also slightly larger and taller but slimmer. In particular, it is now 9.1mm thick from 9.5mm. But because of that big size, it is a little hard to operate with one hand, and it is also heftier at around 212 grams. Of course, one of the highlights of this phone are the cameras. First, it adopted the powerful 50MP RYYB shooter of the P40 Pro, and it is still one of the largest sensors in the world to date. Second, it omitted the 40MP ultra-wide camera from its previous flagships for a new 20MP sensor. On paper, it is a downgrade, but this isn't your ordinary 20MP ultra-wide lens. This new 20MP cine camera features the world's first freeform lens with anti-distortion feature, and it has autofocus too, unlike most wide cameras. The third camera is a 12MP f3.45x optical zoom with OIS. As mentioned earlier, it has a laser sensor here for a faster and more accurate autofocus experience. Based on our shots, it is evident that there is a reason why many are calling this the camera phone king of 2020. It takes stellar images in daylight up to nighttime on both the primary and wide camera. Even if its wide camera has a lower megapixel number, it can compete with the primary shooter of many high-end smartphones. The zoom is amazing as well. Actually, we find its zoom to be crisp at 10x and usable up to 20x. The 50x zoom on the other hand allowed us to read what our naked eye can't read from afar. Plus, despite the lack of TOF camera at the back, the bokeh effect is still very good. Maybe what Huawei can improve is the color consistency when shooting from the main camera to the wide camera. For selfies, the 13MP shooter of this thing can go really wide and it works well even in low light. The TOF sensor in front also allowed us to take images with amazing looking background blur effect. For videos, it records up to 60 FPS at 4K for both the back and main cameras, and it is surprisingly good. Not perfect, but great. And knowing Huawei, they will surely see updates to make this camera experience even better in time. My quick thoughts, this is a beautiful phone with a lot of power inside. The OLED display picture quality is great as usual and it can go really bright. It even has AI tricks such as the air gesture for scrolling, screenshots, and more. The 5nm EUV Kirin 9000 chipset is super fast and thermals are okay so far. It is paired with 8GB of RAM and 256GB big storage. There's no lag even if you play at the highest settings. This is probably due to its use of a 24-core Mali G78 GPU. Plus, it has a loud stereo speaker and it made us enjoy gameplay and music listening from this phone. The handset is also equipped with a large 4400 mAh battery. I estimate this will have an all-day battery life. Another impressive feature of the device is its use of the 66 watts fast charger. That's one of the fastest today. We will reveal our findings in our full review, but likely charging from 0 to 100% will be less than 50 minutes. The Mate 40 Pro is also one of the few equipped with a 50 watts wireless SuperCharge today, but you will need to buy a supercharged wireless charger as it is sold separately. Sadly, we do not have one at the moment. Of course, this has 5G connectivity. Huawei is even claiming that this has the widest 5G support globally as well. That makes the Mate 40 Pro more now and future ready. The software is EMUI 11 based on Android 10. As usual, there's no Google, but it has the app gallery and Petal search widget to let you find the apps that you need. On my end, I used the phone clone app. In just 2 minutes using the phone clone, I was able to transfer nearly all my apps as well as my contacts from the P40 Pro to the Mate 40 Pro. So far, I think that the Mate 40 Pro is a worthy successor of the Mate 30 Pro. Why? It has one of the strongest hardware that you will find on any Android device yet. That's it for now. Again, this is Peter of GIZGUIDEPH and we will see you in our full review. Thank you so much for watching and please like and subscribe. Stay safe. What do you guys think?